I just finished my surgery in Burnham-on-Sea, been a really busy one, but being great to meet so many different people with so many different issues and hopefully be able to help them with those. This week, obviously yesterday was the local elections. Weren't really local elections going on here in Somerset, although we had some town council by-elections in Shepton Mallet, and congratulations to the 3 independent councillors who won 3 of the 4 seats. I'm sure that they will offer a lot for the town, and congratulations to them. And then my Conservative colleague Becky Manley elected to the town council as well. Absolutely thrilled for her, so congratulations to the 4 of them. Also this week has been the announcement from the County Council that they want to have another discussion about unitary authorities, or more accurately, a unitary authority in their view. And their proposal is that firstly, that we look at the merits of a unitary authority, and what that means is instead of having a district council and a county council, we just have one council that does both. Lots of different parts of the country have done that now, and I think instinctively that makes sense, that one council is cheaper than 2, and therefore it's a cost saving that's worth looking for. Where I think there's a debate is in exactly what that unitary authority looks like. My personal view is that a big unitary authority based on the county council is too big, and that just sees power being sort of removed from a local sort of district level up to a sort of central, a bigger, higher centralised area that is not really what we should be seeking to do. I also think that Somerset naturally sort of looks in very different directions, and the idea that the same authority would administer somewhere right up in the northeast of the county that is nearer to Swindon than it is to Taunton, alongside somewhere sort of right over in Exmoor, is very challenging indeed. My personal preference, and this is just sort of putting an idea out there for people to consider because I want it to be part of the debate, is maybe we should look at having 3 unitaries within the whole of the cricketing county of Somerset, so in the sort of the pre-1974 boundaries. And what might that look like? Well, maybe that means Sedgemoor going in with North Somerset, merging with North Somerset, Mendip merging with Baines, and then the other 3 Somerset authorities, Taunton, Deane, West Somerset and South Somerset, forming a 3rd unitary. And they would all be sort of 350,000 people in size. And I think that's got real attraction to it. I think there's all good-sized councils, and I want that to be one of the options that over the next few months, when we're discussing unitaries, that we consider. And if people show me that it's not a runner, then fine. But I just think that's an option that we should be considering, and there's lots of pros and cons to it, which I'm sort of looking forward to having the conversation about. It could be, of course, that the status quo is the best way of doing business, and let's see. But I think from time to time we owe it to people to have this conversation about how best to spend taxpayers' money to make sure that we're delivering the best possible public services in the most efficient way. And I think that debate is well worth having again. It's 10 years since we last had it, and an awful lot has changed in Somerset since then. That's enough from me for this week, but I hope you all have a fantastic bank holiday weekend. The weather is supposed to be stunning, unless of course you're watching this next week, in which case you might know by then that the weather wasn't stunning, but fingers crossed that it is. I'm certainly hoping now. More next week. Bye.